Hello and welcome to the Healing Waters broadcast. I am so happy that you have joined us once again. We have been talking about clearing the clutter of our lives. And as your host, Marie Kennedy Groves, this is such a hot topic for me because I think that so many times we come into a new year, we set all these goals, and I'm a big goal setter. I'm not against setting goals. But I think what's so much bigger that we don't talk about is the clutter that clutters our lives mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, financially, and personally. And if we would start with clearing the clutter in those areas, I'm just crazy enough to believe, and for me personally to have seen, that everything else just aligns. All of our goals align when we focus on clearing the clutter out of those areas of our lives. So that's what I am here to talk to you about again today. So if this is the first time that you have jumped on to the Healing Waters broadcast, I am your host, Marie Kennedy Groves. I am a life coach. I'm a mother of 2 kids, young adults at this point. I'm a glam mom to an amazing, powerful grandson that I absolutely adore. You'll hear me talk a lot about him on broadcast. I'm a mindset warrior. You know, people call me an entrepreneurial type person, and I get that, and I am. But I like to tell you that I am just a creator of life experiences. I'm an abundance believer. I believe abundance is flowing freely. It's out there for all of us to take part in, and that it's for us to gather up and enjoy. I am an intention setter. I live my life very intentional. I'm very purpose driven. I have purpose on my back. You will hear me say that a lot. And all of this, I am powered by God. So that's a little bit about your host, Marie Kennedy Groves, in the Healing Waters broadcast, is here to bring you hope, encouragement, to get you to think, to challenge you, make you laugh. There might be even times that you cry, because we do get deep sometimes, and we just get, I'm very real, very unscripted. You will find that. I don't like scripts. I like to just talk to you and see where it leads. So I will say, if ever you would like to come on to the Healing Waters broadcast, definitely contact me. I'll give you that information at the end. Contact me, reach out, let me know that you would like to be a part of this broadcast. And I love bringing people onto the broadcast to discuss different topics. And I would love to bring you on. So I look forward to talking to you soon. All right. So this is part 2 of clearing the clutter from our lives. So we talked last broadcast about clearing the clutter mentally and clearing the clutter spiritually. So go back and catch that broadcast to get up to speed on those 2 things. What we're going to talk about today, I hope to get through 2 more topics. If we can get through all 4, great, but I'm not going to rush this because I feel like these are so important. So the 2 that I'm going to try to get through today is going to be physically, clearing the clutter physically, and clearing the clutter emotionally. So let's start with physically. I know that when you think about setting goals around the physical, you know, you're going to think about losing weight. That's always the first thing that people think of first of the year. Oh, I'm going to set a goal to lose weight. I'm going to set a goal to become more healthy. I'm going to set a goal to work out more. all the stuff. And all of those are amazing goals. Amazing goals. I'm here to tell you, be careful that you don't set these huge goals. I want to lose 50 pounds. I want to lose 100 pounds. And maybe you do, and maybe you need to. But I would say that's why so many people fall off the wagon, is they're so focused on this great big goal, whatever it is, that and you might be slow getting to it. And so you'll get discouraged because you say, oh my gosh, I've only lost 2 pounds this week and I have 98 more to go, or whatever it is. And you're just like, oh my gosh, I can't keep living this lifestyle. I miss the chips. I miss the chocolate. I miss whatever it is. I would suggest that instead of setting the great big monstrous goal, that you set a couple little small goals for a week. And you say, you know what? This week, I am going to try to, I'm going to make it a goal to drink 5 bottles of water in a day. Maybe you're not a water drinker and you drink a lot of sodas and you drink a lot of just tea and, all the stuff. Set a goal, set a water goal. And don't make it crazy where you just are literally, oh my gosh, I hate this. I'm in the bathroom all the time. You will be going to the bathroom much more because you're clearing out your body. Water. I have a health coach of mine that tells me so many times that she is always saying, Marie, you would not believe that the majority of issues that people have stem from them being dehydrated. And I'm just like, that is crazy. But water is a powerful tool for your body. So be intentional. Be intentional about your water intake. I feel like I drink a fair amount of water, but my health coach tells me I still don't drink enough. So I try to be very intentional every day to think, okay, I need to put water in my body. I need to choose water because I need to get water in my body. And I'm just really intentional about doing that. Maybe another thing is be very intentional about moving. So maybe it's take the stairs instead of the elevator. Maybe it's literally going to the grocery store or going to a shopping place, wherever. Instead of trying to find the closest parking spot, which we all do, maybe park at the end of the parking lot so that you have to walk up there and you have to walk back. I mean, my son, I had one of these prior, and then I literally used it until it blew up pretty much. But he got me a watch for my birthday last year, and it is fantastic. It keeps track of your steps. When you are still for a certain amount of time, your phone is going to ding, and it's going to tell you to get moving, that you've been still for X amount of time and that you need to move. It's just a great reminder. If you're able to get a watch that has those capabilities, you can also put in there like what your goals are as far as calories per day. I mean, it's an amazing way to keep track of where you're at, how many calories you're consuming, how much water you're drinking, a reminder to keep moving. I mean, it's a great tool. If you have the option to do that, utilize it. Amazing tool. And there's a lot of tools out there, a lot of apps out there that are free that you can put in your weight, your height, what you're trying to do, and it will literally formulate a plan for you and tell you exactly what you need to do. But physically, do the little things. Make small goals. Small goals over time consistently make a huge impact. All right, we are going to take a quick break and then we will be right back. So if you have not subscribed to the Healing Waters broadcast, hit the little subscribe button and we will be right back to discuss this a little bit deeper. And we are back. Okay, so we were talking about clearing the clutter from our lives physically. So when I think of clearing the clutter from our lives physically, weight can hold us back. It can affect our abilities to get around properly. It affects us. It can riddle our body with disease and feeling just absolutely fatigued all the time. It's just there's so much around the physical, and it is so important once again to find what works for you. Maybe it's just cutting back on your portions if you're trying to be more healthy. Maybe it's saying, okay, you know what? I'm going to eliminate fried foods for 90 days. I'm going to tell you about something that I did. I guess it was, it's going on 2 years ago now, and I never intended for this to be this big a deal, or go on this long, I should say. But 2 years ago, March 1st, I decided to give myself the challenge of going off meat for 90 days. I had done a lot of research and I saw that meat is the hardest thing for our digestive system to digest, and that our bodies can get a buildup, and it can cause a lot of issues. Well, I have never in my life gone off meat. So I was turning 50, or I just turned 50, and I said, in 50 years, I have never gone off meat. You know what? It would probably just be good for my body to clear itself out of the meat for 90 days. So I set a goal on March 1st that I was not going to eat meat for 90 days. At first, it was difficult because you're used to planning your meals around the meat. So at first it was difficult I had to keep reminding myself, oh yeah, that's right, I'm not eating the meat. Okay, what am I going to eat? It did get easier and easier. So many times people would say to me, oh my gosh, like, what do you do when you go out to eat? And I'm like, oh my gosh, there's all I always tell people, there's not a restaurant that you can take me to that I cannot find something off the menu that I can eat. Even if it's a salad and hold the chicken or whatever the protein is on top. So I made it not a big deal in my mind. I kept telling myself, this is easy. This is nothing. I can go anywhere. This is not an issue lifestyle-wise at all. And I could go to people's houses. That's fine. I'll eat all the sides. I'll have all the stuff except for the meat. And it's not that hard. Well, what I figured out is how much better I felt. I could not get over how much better I felt by not having the meat. So I decided, you know what? After my 90 days is up, I don't want to go back on the meat because I don't want to feel gross again. So I am now going on 2 years. Now I have added seafood back into my diet. But that's the only meat that I have eaten in 2 years. So, and I feel great. So that's something that you can do. The other thing that I did after I did that 90 days of no meat, I was like, you know what? I was researching again. And the other thing that our bodies can cause so much chaos in our bodies is all the processed sugar that we take in. So I decided I was going to go off processed sugar for 90 days. Now I'll tell you, that was way harder than the meat. Everything I picked up has processed sugar in it. That was a learning curve. I mean, that was a complete lifestyle alteration. I'm going to tell, I did do the 90 days, felt amazing. Oh my gosh, I felt amazing. Now I haven't continued that on, although it has backed me way off my processed sugar because I'm more conscious of it. I found substitutes that work and that are amazing. And to be honest with you, by going off of it for 90 days, I lost my craving for sugar. So there was some huge benefits in that. So what I'm saying is challenge yourself on some things and throw the scale away. Throw the scale away for 6 months, but be consistent in some small goals and then get on the scale in 6 months and see where that's moved. You may be really, really surprised. So that's physical. Now, I want to talk about emotional, clearing the clutter emotionally. This is a big one. And I am going to tell you that there is a lot of clutter emotionally. There is a lot of trauma that happens in our lives where energy gets trapped in our bodies and will cause all kinds of inflammation, will cause all kinds of scenarios in our body that manifest in different ailments that are literally nothing more than trapped emotional energy. So our bodies are made up of energy. We are just energy, just like the earth is energy. Everything is energy. And if you don't know a lot about this, you can find so much on this now. And it's fascinating. But I have some of my health advisors are very much into the energy work, and you just would not believe what they're able to clear out of your body. And they can literally pinpoint it to the trauma that got trapped in your body at a young age, as a child, whether it's recently, wherever. And they can move that out of your body, and the relief that you will feel is incredible. So that ties into physical as well, but it's a very emotional thing as well. Emotions are energy. It's negative or positive. And clearing the clutter in our lives is clearing out the bitterness you may feel towards someone, the anger you may feel towards someone, the resentment, all those negative emotions towards someone over a situation. If you do not clear that out of your body, it will make you sick. I am telling you, there is proof. There is proof of this. It will manifest itself in cancer. It will manifest itself in all types of disease. And it is literally trapped emotional energy that you will not let go of. So this is where you're probably going to need some help, some professional help, because of situations that have happened in your life. And maybe you want to let go of it, but you find yourself still holding on to that, still being mad, still being angry, still being resentful, still being bitter over situations that have happened in your life. Do not be too proud to reach out and get help. You will not believe how this alone will change the whole rest of your life by getting help for this. So I'm going to challenge you to focus on clearing the clutter out of your emotions. And you will not believe the difference that it's going to make in all these other areas of your life, mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, personally. I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. I beg you to do it. Okay, so we got through 2 more today. My time is up. We'll be back for round 3, episode 3, to finish this out with financially and spiritually clearing the clutter of our minds, or of our lives, sorry. But if you would like to reach out to me, you can reach me on Facebook. I'm Marie Groves. You can reach me on IG. I'm world_changer, 4 life. And you can reach me via email, which is probably the best way. I'm Marie Groves at healingwaters.info. And on this note, wherever you are at in the world, I wish you a wonderful day, evening, night, and I can't wait for you to join me back to discuss this these last 2 bullet points of financially and personally. So have yourself a wonderful day wherever you are at in the world. And remember, clear the clutter from your life. It's going to be so worth it. Your best life is ahead of you. You were not born to just survive. You were born, my friend, to thrive. See you later.